And I am Archangel Michael, and I come to be with you at this time in these times of vibrational frequency. Everything now, my friends, is about frequency, vibration, and consciousness. Everything is moving in that direction. And you are finding yourselves moving in that direction in the sense that you are finding the match. You spoke about that in your discussion earlier, and it was not by happenstance, not by coincidence that this came about, that this topic was broached here because it is all about that as you continue to move forward in your ascension process. It is all about finding that vibrational match to yourselves as you are being drawn more into nature, or you are being drawn, attracted to other people of like mind, like soul, like body. All of this, the match that you are all looking for, because you are drawn to that. It is calling you. The vibrational frequency match is calling you. And allow that call to happen. Allow yourself to be attracted to whatever it is. It can be people, it can be nature, it can also be materialistic things as well, if there are those things that you are desiring in your life. Those things that are calling to you, whatever they might be, and allow it to be. Allow yourself to be a match to those, whatever it is, but certainly to people. You will find more and more that you are attracted to those of like mind and repelled by those that are not of like mind. And that is okay. It is okay to find your way in a different path. You are on a different path from many others, even those of some of your family, your friends, your acquaintances. You are on your own path. They are on their path. And allow that process to be. Do not try to control it. Just let it be what it is. And you will find if you do that, you will be attracted to higher vibrational frequency matches, whatever that might be, whatever that will bring to you in your life. It will bring you whatever it is that you are needing. The universe shall provide for you, however you are matching to that universe. That is where you are all headed. So allow that process. Allow the diverging. I have mentioned this before. Other sources have been mentioning this more and more now. The diverging timelines are indeed happening. And you are finding that all of the old timeline, the old three-dimensional illusion is being brought out into the light. The shadows of that illusion are being brought into the light. The truth indeed shall set you free. That is what that means. It will indeed set you free as you allow the process to continue. Do not be concerned about what it is that you see with your physical eyes. That is an illusion. Always know that as you see that third dimensional illusion, the matrix, if you will, and you do not anymore become encumbered by it, being held by it, being mired in the sludge that is there. Allow for yourself to be drawn out of that more and more and more. And as you do that, you will find that your life will take on a different direction, a different path, if you will. But always you will be following the path that you were meant to follow, the path that is leading you out of that third dimensional illusion, up into the fourth dimension and beyond, into the fifth and even higher than that. So, as always, allow the process, trust the plan. because it is working out exactly as it needs to. The universe is indeed providing exactly as you need to. So even though you look at those things that are happening in that third dimensional illusion in the matrix, you realize that it is indeed an illusion. I am Archangel Michael, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness, and that you continue to realize the illusion is fading more and more. And in place of that is the new higher reality of your own creation. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Greetings to you. One is service here. Shoshana is here with us, and we are ready to assist you in whatever way that we can in answering your questions and being the guides that you are all needing here at this time. For we have come, we as the ascended ones, and Shoshana, and all of those that are guiding in this process, for you, the group, but also those that resonate, that are beyond this group, that resonate to these words and resonate to what we are bringing forth here in terms of a level of training, a training for those of you that are in the Western culture here. Not the Eastern culture, but the Western culture, and being able to assist you and take you forward more and more and more. That is what we are here to do. That is what we are here to be of service to all of you. Just as when the time comes, and indeed it shall come, where you will be given the opportunity to do such as we are doing here. Not so much in a channeling type of situation, but in terms of being of service and being of assistance to those that are moving a little bit behind you, we will say at this point. So just be who you are. That is what you need to continue to be aware of. Be who you are. Do not try to be anything more or less than who you are. Just be. And you will find that you will be and are on the road to ascension here. We are ready for your questions if you have them.
Yes, I have a question, beloved
Yes.
one.
Yes.
For a while now, I felt very connected to the archangels, almost like their family, and I've known especially the names of the archangels of the chakras for some time, and I kind of connect with them as I'm activating my chakras daily, and then I began to mix in the twin flames because I figure that anything that the one is involved in, the other must be involved in too because they're as one. So I began that and also kind of, mixing them in there and getting to know them and whatnot. I became a little confused at one point because Archangel Raphael feels very close to me in some ways, and I thought his twin was Gaia, but then someone said, no, she had another twin. I'm talking about online or whatever. And then I thought, well, maybe it's Sophia because Gaia comes from Sophia, I believe, or splits off from her. And then I thought maybe that's not right because somebody said she had a different twin. Then another one said Mary. Okay, I understand Mary, I think, though, is an aspect of probably one of those two. So I'm trying to figure out who is the twin of Raphael. Is it one of those three, or am I on the wrong track completely?
My dear sister, are you familiar with the terminology analysis is paralysis?
Yes, but I do want to know what to call this one when I connect to this one.
You can call whatever you want. That matters not. Do not be so concerned about who is who and what is what and all of this. Just allow it to be. Just allow for the message to come through. We say this many, many times in many different ways. The message, not the messenger. They do not care what you call them. You can call them anything you want. Just don't call them, what is your saying, late for dinner, we guess here. But do not be concerned about this. You are when you are concerned so much about analyzing everything, then you are missing the message that is coming to you. Okay? Shoshana, do you have something you add here?
We do not.
Very good. We apologize that we will not answer your question directly, for it does not need an answer at this point. You have the answer.
So let me just ask you this then, because you've often said that if we hit on something as we remember it and we're hitting on it and we are able to come up with the answer ourselves, then you could confirm. So can you confirm that it's any one of those three? Is that possible?
Again, we hesitate to do this for you must trust in yourself. If you trust in what we are saying or anyone else is saying, then you are missing the message. You are missing the boat, as your saying goes. Just allow it to be. Again, it does not matter who it is, what their name is, what you call them. They will answer to whatever you wish to call them.
Well, we wish to share.
Very good, yes.
May we share, dear sister?
Yes, please.
Dear sister, we are so curious why you have asked this. What is the basis of your question?
Because I feel like it's family, and I feel like if I'm pinpointing and I'm saying, okay, I'm calling Raphael and whoever, I just feel like it's family. I feel like I should know the name, and like Shoshana's name, I know my higher self's name, but I don't know this one's name. So I just feel like it's not like, it's just like I have intuited this, and so I feel like, okay, am I on the right track in intuiting this and using this? Otherwise, it doesn't feel right to call her, for instance, Mary. That doesn't feel right. It feels somewhat right to call her Gaia or Sophia. So I just want to,
So is this
call
a
my
point
family.
so is this a desire to be polite?
Get it right. I mean, it's like, I don't want to be calling somebody by their wrong name,
Well, as one who serves has given, they really are not concerned about what you call them, because honestly, in the world that they live in the higher vibrational environments that they live in, they are called by a vibration. They live and are bound by a vibration, you see. So their name is a vibration. We give them names because that is what we do in the third dimension. So they have a vibrational name, you see. So the other thing that we will give you is that the great Raphael can whisper the name in your ear if you choose. So we would say to ask. We would say to engage him, to ask him, the being that is the Archangel Raphael, to reveal his twin flame to you. And
Okay.
we might tell you that he may not, and then he may. And it is all based on, for these beings, the need to know. It is based on what connection you must make to complete your journey, to complete your path, to complete your mission, what connections you must make. So ask the Great One. We call him Rafi here, but ask Rafi
Okay, can I say something else then, because I just realized it in what you're saying. So one of the reasons that got me on this track is because I go to this beautiful place called Three Sisters, and I volunteer to do gardening there. And then I've then felt very connected to Raphael, even to having his pictures come and scream right out at me when I've seen them in person, and like they just like jump right off the canvas. So then I saw like there's all this artistic expression going on, and it's all aligned with nature. And I got, oh my God, to me this looked like that Raphael, and it's a loving thing, it's an intertwined thing. It feels like a twin flame thing. This feels to me like Raphael and Gaia are twin flames, and this big expression this gorgeous expression is that. And that's what got me on that.
So messages that you are given, understandings that you have within your heart are generally the truth. So if you feel this deeply, just ask for confirmation within yourself. Whisper into Rafi's ear, and he will give you that confirmation. It is actually not ours to give, you see. One who serves was skirting around the issue, but it is not his to give, you see. It is not mine to give. So we would ask that you go directly to the source, as you are close to this one, Raphael, and he will give you the answer. And you may already have it. The challenge for each of you on this third dimensional plane is trusting your own guidance. Namaste.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. We were talking in our discussion about chemtrails and who's noticed chemtrails recently. And I was listening to a podcast from a channeler saying that if there are chemtrails any longer, they're not harmful, that the galactics and source have diffused them, and they might even be, in some instances, positive. Could you just tell us if chemtrails are still happening, if they are sometimes harmful, or if they're positive, or if they're neutral, or what's happening with the chemtrails?
What we are finding is that what you are calling chemtrails have shifted dramatically over the time here. In the past, they were utilized for nefarious purposes, but that has, in many ways, because of money or lack of which, has been curtailed. Also, those that are opposing this have also helped to curtail this whole operation. So what is occurring now, as you are seeing it, is the clearing of the skies. Even though there may be one here or there you are experiencing, it is not to be concerned about at this point, because they have nothing behind them at this point. Nothing that is what you would call the Project 2030, which was about the depopulation of the planet and all of this. This has all been curtailed, so it cannot be anymore here. So no need to be concerned. But notice the beautiful blue skies that are appearing in many different places, where for the last 10 years, 20 years or so has not been the case. So, Shauna, do you have anything you add here?
We agree.
Very good. We are ready for next question, if there is one.
And I just want to add that now I can pray and hope that the same situation happens with the HARP and the directed energy that's causing so much chaos on the planet. Let's envision.
Yes, it is already in the works, as you say here.
We will add here. May we add, dear sister?
Yes, sister.
The HARP and the directed energy weapons that have been used to create this fiasco of weather is very purposeful. And yes, people will die. People will move on. There are catastrophic events occurring. but it is needed, you see. It is needed for your country to rise up and to raise up, you see. Without these horrid things happening, people will stay asleep. They will not notice what is going on. So even though it seems so unjust and so catastrophic in many of your minds, what has occurred was required. Namaste.
Yes, all part of the greater plan.
Yes, thank you so, so much. And I'm hearing that the warriors and the people in North Carolina and the Appalachians are fighting now against FEMA and getting them off their property. So it's a beautiful thing.
It is not only those that are fighting back, as you're saying, it is also those of the White Hat Alliance that have strongly come into the picture there and are working together with those of the ones that are rising up.
Thank you.
Would there be other questions here?
I have a quick follow-up question to that.
Yes.
Along those lines, we've always said, right, the way this chess game is going is basically a mirror. If the dark side makes a move, we have a counter move in place. And what you just said, not necessarily a popular idea, that maybe sometimes the White Hats, I don't know about let these things happen, but these things are required for, like you said, the plan to play outs. One thing I did want to confirm is one of the real positives that I heard, especially in and around the Asheville, North Carolina area. Besides, I heard that was a fairly wicked town because it was a Wiccan community and there was a lot of bad folks there. So to me, that seems intentional. I've also noticed Disneyland got flooded and wondering if that is related to flooding the tunnels. And the one thing I heard that I'm not sure anybody has heard as well is that they actually caught the #1 human trafficker in the world during this operation in the Asheville area. And I just wanted to know if you can confirm that, or if there are other big positive wins that we got out of this, seeming disaster.
We can confirm the part about the tunnels and all of this that are being cleaned out, as you would say here, by the waters, by the weather that is happening there. It is a point and counterpoint, as you were saying here. Again, the chess game. One side does their move and the other side does their move. But the side of the White Hat Alliance is far ahead of the other side. That is all we can say at this point. It is happening exactly as it needs to in the time frame that it needs to occur. So just allow it to be. Notice again the illusion that is being brought out to all to begin to see that indeed it is an illusion. More will become aware of that as the days and weeks and even months go by here.
Right. Yeah, I see the massive exposure, and it's doing quite the job awakening people. So that's great.
Yes. Shoshana, do you have anything you add there?
We agree, and we believe that all that is happening is unfortunately a part of the plan to awaken the population, you see. When there is no light shined on the darkness, we are not aware of the darkness. So what has happened here is this major happening is shining a light on the evil of your organization known as FEMA, as there were many who were asleep that believed that this organization was for good. And it was all of the opposite of that. It is evil, you see.
Right.
So the idea of the devastation that has occurred in these areas is just minor compared to the devastation of losing your freedom, you see. And
correct.
And unfortunately, some people gave their lives. They knew they would give their lives. They planned to do this from the very beginning so that you could be free, you see. This is
Mm.
in many ways a reenactment of the beginning of your country. And your forefathers predicted that you would once again have to fight for your freedom. And that is what is happening. So you must rejoice here and understand that the evil that plagues this country and the evil that has infiltrated the bounds of your entertainment industry
Mm-hmm.
is coming down.
Mm-hmm.
It is coming down so that we can praise God that your freedom is preserved. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much.
Very good. Are there any other further questions? We take one more if there is, then we need to release channel.
Well, I have a
Yes,
question. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I just want to add a little something to that might be another thing that's being exposed. That I heard that the ones that seeded that storm, because it was a multitude of different storms. It was, it went up to a Category 5 hurricane, and it also this is the first one, Helen, and then also it was tornadoes, it was windstorms, it was everything. So it was actually seeded by the dark forces, but they were using it because it was for the companies of BlackRock and Vanguard, which are all cabal owned or run, and they wanted what is it? They wanted the lithium and the quartz that are prevalent in North Carolina.
Yes, we asked though, what is your question here?
My question is was that kind of a way to expose those companies? Are we going to?
Indeed, that is what is occurring. More and more are coming in. More and more, the truth is coming out for those that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. But we say again, more and more are having those eyes to see and ears to hear because it is a waking up process here, and many are waking up to what has been occurring over. Even thousands of years here. It is finally coming to a conclusion, just as Shoshana gave, where the founding fathers here of this country, the United States for America, predicted that this would occur at a time, and they placed the Second Amendment, that of being able to defend yourselves, to bear arms, that was put into place for this very reason. And you are seeing that playing out here, right in front of your eyes. We need to Shoshana, yes, if you wish to add here.
We wish to add here, dear sister. May we add?
Sure, yes.
So what is happening here in your country is not so much exposing these companies, because we will tell you that the vast majority of your population does not even know the name. They don't even know who these companies are or what they stand for. What the small contingent of patriots that are fighting this war on your behalf, they are stopping them from accessing more assets. So these companies that have amassed wealth by stealing wealth are now being stopped from doing that, which will in turn diminish their power and make them irrelevant. So that is what is occurring when we think about exposure. We will just tell you that most do not even know their names. Namaste.
Very good. We need to release channels. Shoshana, do you have a parting message here?
Well, we once again will reiterate, as we have said, as one who served has said, and many before this have said, to trust the plan. It is difficult when there is devastation, when there is chaos, when there is fear, when things are happening that seem so unjust. It is difficult to trust, but we will tell you, as one who serves has given, that all is going according to plan. So trust it. Namaste.
Very good. And we simply say, continue to be who you are. Be the shining light that you came here to be. Shanti, peace be with you.
Be the one.
Either one.
This call is being recorded.
Children of the Diamond Heart, I enfold you in the golden flame of my love. I protect you by the armor of my power. I raise you by the hand of your own divinity. I bless you with the fullness of my light. I give you the scepter of your own dominion. I seal you in the eternal freedom of your ascension. In that ecstasy supreme, the presence of the Diamond Heart, I am. And so, beloved family, we are welcomed into this perfect moment. I ask you to take one deep cleansing breath as we begin. For this is the breath of life, the breath of love, the first and eternal gift from Source. Here now we focus our attention on the threefold flame within our heart. The golden flame in the center is our eternal connection to Source, activated with every heartbeat, and the golden thread that rises from it connects us to the central sun. See this golden flame grow and expand to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental bodies. The pink flame, which represents the divine aspect of Mother God, and the blue flame, which represents the divine aspect of Father God, come together in perfect harmony and balance, dancing together to create the violet flame. Picture the violet flame growing and expanding to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental bodies. As you picture this for yourself, know that you activate these energies within every human heart, rising up, raising up into perfect unity. Now, visualize yourself holding your arms out to your sides. This is the diameter of your tube of light, a beautiful, seamless pillar of white light which keeps you protected and insulated from this moment on. Visualize beloved Saint Germain and the violet flame inside your tube of light. Feel the love, the power, the purity all around you. Breathe it in. Visualize the violet flame outside your tube of light for added protection. We now call upon beloved Archangel Michael and his sword of blue flame. This brilliant blue and powerful sword of truth. Feel how it fits your hand perfectly. Bring it to your heart chakra. Set your intention. Raise it up. Swing it around your head and down around your entire body and 2 times under your feet. Feel how the violet flame consumes and transmutes all these energies you have released. Feel the freedom you have achieved. We also ask the beloved goddess of purity to hold space in all these areas until our ascension process is complete. Now, take a moment. Look down your tube of light. It is bottomless. It continues down into Gaia, inner Earth, and connects you to the crystalline energetic structure of Mother Earth. Now, look above you. See your tube of light. It is never-ending, reaching high into the heavens, connecting you to the crystalline energetic structure above the Earth and onward to the galactic central sun. And now we say, thank you, beloved mighty I Am Presence, for this tube of light, which keeps me invisible, invincible, and invulnerable to all negative creation, and keeps me free now and forevermore until I am sealed in the eternal freedom of my ascension. And we thank thee. It is done by the power and might of 1,000 suns. For the light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. And the mighty I Am Presence is that light.
So now, remaining in your tube of protective white light, focus a moment on your breathing as you take several deep cleansing breaths. Just focus on letting go and becoming more and more centered within yourself with each breath. Take a deep breath now and breathe in the light. And exhale out any tension, stress, negativity of any kind. Just let that go out gently with the exhalation of your breath. Take another deep breath, breathing in the light. And exhale out any darkness. One more time, breathe in the light. And exhale out the darkness. Now put your attention in your etheric body and become aware of your 9 chakra centers that have become activated and reactivated within all of you. And pay particular attention to the alignment of those chakras and that they are aligned along your spinal cord from just below your feet all the way up through and above your head. And with each chakra, as you focus on the color of each chakra, focus on raising the intensity of that color, thereby raising the vibrational frequency within each chakra, which, as you know, then raises the vibrational frequency of the corresponding physical glandular function that you have with that chakra. Starting from your Earth Star chakra just below your feet, see that as a deep brown color, earth brown color, connecting to the earth, connecting to Gaia. But think of this chakra as connecting not to the physical earth as much as to the higher dimensional earth, Gaia, as she is raising its vibrational frequency. And you are connecting to that vibrational frequency. And then moving up to the next, the base of the spine, the root chakra, deep ruby red color. The next, orange. The next at the solar plexus area, yellow, bright, brilliant yellow. You might picture a bright, brilliant yellow sun. Then to the heart center, the midpoint between the 4 upper chakras and the 4 lower chakras, that balance point, the heart center. See that as a deep blue-green color. Moving to the next, the high heart center, magenta. And up to the throat area, sky blue. Third eye in the middle of the forehead, purple or indigo. Crown chakra at the top of the head, gold or violet or silver. And then the soul star chakra just above your head, pure brilliant white. Now, when you take all of these chakras, all of these colors together, bringing them all together up into the soul star chakra, see that forming now as a three-dimensional six-pointed star, being now your Merkaba light vehicle or your light body, and move your conscious knowing self into that Merkaba and feel yourself actually moving into it, and the vibration all around it, the vibration of all of the chakras coming together, their high frequency, all vibrating together now, all around you as you are in that three-dimensional six-pointed star or your Merkaba light vehicle, your light body. And begin now to rise up, leaving your physical body, falling behind. Get that sense of literally rising up and seeing your physical body falling below you as you rise higher and higher, up through the roof of the building, wherever you might be, up into the sky, through the clouds. And continue as you rise up, seeing your physical body way down there now. As you rise higher and higher, all the way up until you pass the earth, all the way up until you pass the Earth's atmosphere, and you become aware of the heavenly bodies of the solar system, the planets of the solar system, the sun itself, all of the millions of ships that are out here. But pay particular attention to the feeling, the sense of consciousness that is out here. Again, as you move away from the earth, from the three-dimensional illusionary earth, and move away from that and find yourself in a higher vibrational frequency, you're also in a higher consciousness, feeling that higher consciousness, where you've left the miasma behind, you've left the denser vibrational frequency behind. And here you're free to experience the love and the high level of consciousness that is out here. Not only from the ships and the beings within the ships and all of that, but also the planets of the solar system, and even out into the galaxy itself, all the way to the central sun of the galaxy. But now I want you to feel yourself both above the earth and also down on the surface of the earth. Not in your body, not in your physical body, but be kind of just floating above the earth or actually touching down on the earth, and be in 3 places at once if you're able to do that. If not, be not concerned about that. Just do what you can with it. I want you to pay particular attention now to the sun. The sun as you are looking at it, and see the sun as it really is and becoming more so each and every day now moving forward. The sun, some might call it a second sun, where you begin to see what would be the bleed through from the dimensional frequencies, that higher vibrational frequency sun that is coming through. You might call it a fifth dimensional sun, which still it is only for those that have the eyes to see, to be able to be aware of this phenomenon that is occurring. More and more are beginning to see this across the planet, for more and more do have those eyes to see, and they get the glimpses. You've heard of the glimpses many times, the glimpses into the higher dimensional frequency, into the higher dimension of the high fourth and fifth dimension. But think of yourselves all now as being in the fourth dimension more and more, not so much in third dimension. You're only in the third dimension when you are vibrating at that level, when you are with people that are vibrating at that level. But when you are in nature, or when you are with people of like mind and like soul and light, then you are matching that vibrational frequency. So think of yourselves more and more as being in that higher vibrational frequency and matching to that. And when you are at that and you look at the sun, just as you are doing now, seeing the sun coming through, the second sun, if you will, see it coming through, and being that sun that will be in your future as you continue to move further and further, higher and higher up in dimensional frequency. And you match the vibration that is at that frequency. Think about that and experience that as you are looking at it now, and then in your daily life moving forward. When you look at the sun, see that second sun. Begin to see it more and more. If you do not see it, that is all right. Just let it be what it is. But I can assure you that at a certain time, and when the vibration is right within you, when you match the vibration, you will then see that second sun. You will then be aware of the vibrational frequency coming through into, not into the third dimension though, but to those that have moved beyond the third dimension. Think about that as you have raised your vibrational frequency now in this experience, but also as it continues on in your daily lives. And allow that to be. And feel now, not only see it now, but feel it. Feel the sun's rays. The sun's rays of the third dimensional sun, but also the rays that are coming from the fifth dimensional and beyond sun. Feel the energy difference. You've all been feeling that energy difference, but maybe not perhaps knowing exactly what it is, but this is what it is. You are feeling the higher frequency coming from this second sun, or from this higher dimensional sun. And let it be what it is. And experience it. And even more than that, be it. Be that light that's coming from this sun. Let it move within you, within your etheric body, your astral body, and when you are back in your physical body, feel it in your physical body as well. And all of you have been acclimating to these energies. So the energies from this higher vibrational frequency sun will match your continuing acclimation to these energies. So even though you may have experiences of what you call ascension symptoms, know that they will be dwindling more and more, becoming less and less over time here as you continue to find that vibrational match to the higher frequencies. And of course, you will be guided and attracted to those of like mind, like body, like soul, like vibrational frequency. Now, if you would allow yourselves to begin to be drawn back to your physical form, and as you come back in and merge back with your physical body, feel the energy coming back in with you, the energy that you may have just felt for a moment, just for a blissful moment, a blissful second even, where you felt the energy from this higher dimensional sun. And come back into the body, but notice that that sun is still shining there for you. Still is as before you open your eyes, notice that it is still in your vision, in your inner vision now. Let that light move throughout your physical body now as you tuck your astral and etheric body back in. Let that light, that energy, that higher vibrational frequency energy move through your body, everywhere through your body. See it moving into your cells. Feel it moving into your cells and transforming your cellular structure from a carbon-based structure to a more crystalline-based structure. A crystalline-based structure that can hold the light, can anchor the light. Think about that and feel it. Think about it, but also feel it. Feel it moving through you into every part of your body. And again, your cellular structure transforming into a more crystalline base. And come back now into a complete state of consciousness and vibration.